Guys, welcome to the Crazy Burger. So we are staying at Port Orleans Riverside. I thought, why not just give you a tour, show all the areas that are round about here. It really is a stunning Disney resort hotel. I'm going to give you a tour around all the main buildings and go through some where the rooms are and a little bit of whereabouts. Let's get started. So when you first arrive, this is where you'll sort of arrive in your bus or taxi or wherever, or if you're driving, park your car in the car park before you get allocated to your other car park, I guess. So you would arrive here, you would probably go straight to reception area, unless you could do the virtual check-in, I guess. But I'll give you whereabouts. That's where the luggage, you can get some luggage help over there, but this is the main sort of entrance area. You can see straight ahead you've got Bell Services. It's really nice. Wow. And over there is the main bus depots, which will take you to. This is Bell Services. Let's just walk straight in. Love the ambience around the music. You'll hear that all over the resort. You can see we're all decked out in 50th anniversary. So you would come right, go to registration. If you haven't already done the virtual check-in, pick up your room details, maybe your magic bands if you're lucky enough to get your magic band. Obviously from the UK they don't actually do that anymore. There are ways around about it, which I'll put some details in if you're interested. But yeah, this is absolutely stunning. So that's the main area. There's restrooms just over there to the right. What we'll do first, there is an arcade down there. We'll maybe show that a little bit later on. First off, I'll show you the actual general store. There's a rest area and food and drinks down that way. Let's go to the main store. There's the Fulton's general store on from 8 o'clock in the morning till 11 at night, so quite late. Some good hours. And don't miss your press penny hunts. They're everywhere, all about all the resorts. You've got a good selection of home stuff. It's a really good sized shop. Pick up your Stitch merch, all sorts of stuff, mugs, souvenirs for home. Get your 50th anniversary stuff, coffee, badges. That's the out of resort hotel stores. This is really, really impressive. Lots of food and drink, fresh fruit, t-shirts. Even got the Disney Nimos. Don't have some of the more popular ones right enough. No Mickey Mouse, no Kermit, not even got Miss Piggy. There's lots of stuff here though. You can get your Walt Disney. Plenty to see here. There's lots and lots in this store. It really is very impressive. I'll take you out here slightly just to see where the main bus depot is. Then we'll come back in and show the restaurants. Okay, so this is where the main bus depots is now. Depends on what type of bus. Usually the official transport, this is where they stop last. And it depends whereabouts you actually stay on your resort. We found if you stay at certain parts, we're staying at buildings 14 to 16. Sometimes it's better off getting off here, but as I go around the resort, also it's probably better off getting off at the West Depot, for example. If you stay at 14 to 16, it's actually a quicker walk. It's kind of a somewhere in the middle. You really have to sort of experiment a little bit. You see, this is South Depot A and B, where you can stand either or for the following parks. Like I say, this is the last stop, and then they'll go on to the park. But sometimes the unofficial buses tend to stop here first, which is a little bit strange. I've seen a few unofficial buses going about and picking people up, such as this one coming in here. It's a little bit strange. They're obviously using a lot different buses. You can see right the bus at the start is an unofficial bus. When I mean unofficial, it's obviously not decked out with the Disney Transport logos. Okay, so heading back through the store, we'll head through the store quickly and just go to the restaurant just so you get a whereabouts. Quick run through. Okay, you got more restrooms down here. Yeah, this is the sort of main sort of pub dining area that you can come, get yourself an alcoholic beverage, and you can sit at night time. This is where Yeehaw Bob plays. Usually, I think it's the weekends he plays, Thursday, Friday, Saturdays, something like that. And he's usually in here getting the crowd going and singing all sorts of crazy stuff. Usually a lot of Disney stuff and a lot of other side. It's usually quite busy, lots of people in here. But if we head down a little bit, I'll show you. This is the Boatwright's restaurant, which you need to make a reservation for. So if you're interested in coming here, you need to make a reservation. And again, that's the main lobby back there. And this is the Boatwright's menu. Never been here, so I'm not entirely sure if it's any good. Prices are, I suppose, a little bit pricey, but as you would probably expect for a dining place. And what we'll go do now is take you to the main sort of restaurant area where everyone will probably go. This is really nice. We've ate here a few times recently and it's really good. You see it's very busy already. You've got lots of selection here. So lots of people about. This is the main eating area. You got lots of selection all round. You even got dietary requirements that will make some stuff up for you. Got all your sort of beverages, eating areas. I think it's very, very busy outside the restaurant now. Maybe go a little walk around the actual resort. Obviously depending where you're staying and what way you actually go. The resort itself is really large. There's a main pool over there which we'll visit later on, but it's very nice. It's quite peaceful as well once you come out round about the actual grounds. Really nice. Here's a sort of a wayfinding a little bit. You've got Alligator Bayou Lodges 14 to 18, 34 to 20 to 39. Old Man Island, lobby back this way that we've actually came from. There's your sort of different style of rooms. They differ a little bit depending on what block you actually stay in. We're currently staying in Lodges 16, which is down there. So we're in the middle of being South Depot or West Depot. And what we're going to do is walk along Magnolia Bend, which pretty much takes you all the way around the resort. And it's really nice. We'll show you the big pool as well and some of the mini pools. As we're coming along here, that's where we've been through. That's the main building over here, and we're walking just round the actual Magnolia Bend. It is really peaceful. You could probably go for a little morning jog or something if you're into that. All the way around the resort, it's really quite pleasant. Warm. It's already maybe something like 30 degrees at 9 o'clock in the morning. So here's sort of more buildings here. This is the Alligator Bayou Lodges 24 to 28. Now each of these areas all have their own sort of a mini pool. Which is probably better to go to than the main pool because it's quiet, more peaceful, and it's really good for all the kids. You can keep an eye on them better, I guess. But yeah, don't miss out in the main pool because it is quite fun with some extra slides. So if you're going to Old Man Island, this is one way to go. Fishing's just over there, which I'll go around later. I want to walk around the actual Magnolia Bend, give you an idea how peaceful it is and the different style of lodges that are actually around the other side of the resort. I have to say, this is our second stay at this resort and I really love it. It's so peaceful. The rooms are really nice. They've all sort of got nice, freshly decorated rooms. You see the style of the buildings changed slightly as we head to Lodges 34 to 39. You see there's a massive spider web up there. Interesting, not sure if that's coming up in the camera. You see the decor changes slightly with this sort of brickwork. And what we'll do is maybe have a look round here and sort of show one of the main mini pools. Something this does look a little bit ominous, as if there could be alligators actually in the Alligator Bayou. Obviously there's probably not. But the decor is great. Feels really peaceful. See, we've got a sign here, North Depot buses. Obviously it depends where you stay, which depot you should get off at. A little bit of experimentation needed there. This is one of the mini pool, and also there's laundry facilities right next to it. Let's go have a quick look at that before we get back to Magnolia Bend. But this resort is absolutely huge. Okay, so this is one of the sort of pools in amongst all the lodges. You see over there is the sort of laundry area. Okay. If you're lucky enough, you might get a room looking onto it. But yeah, they look really good. This is probably one of the smaller mini pools. You see, really quiet and peaceful. It's great just to come and relax at. Really cool. So yeah, depending where you actually stay, you need to pay attention to the map and what bus depot you should actually get off at. Sometimes you have to experiment because some of the lodges are in the middle of a few of them, so probably need to experiment, and that's what we've been doing. So again, if you're staying at Alligator Bayou, I believe most of them have they sleep 5, the 5th being the sort of Murphy pull down bed, which is probably ideally suited to like a smaller person. But some of our kids have slept on it, they're maybe 15, 16, so, and they were fine, they slept on it. It's probably not the most comfortable for a bigger person, but you can probably get away with it, but yeah, better suited to the smaller person. Okay, heading back out, a bit of a detour there, but just I wanted to show you what the lodges were like in amongst and the little mini pools. But we're back on Magnolia Bend as we head round. That's Old Man Island there, and then the other side of that is the main sort of lobby reception areas and the restaurants. But this pretty much takes you all the way around if you keep walking around. And a lot of the facilities around here are like your princess rooms. But these rooms all around here tend to only sleep 4, which is why we don't tend to stay around this end, because we've got 5. So need to bear that in mind. They are a little bit more expensive as well. So if you walk around this way, you can actually go to French Quarter as well. It is walkable, it's not that far at all, which we'll pinpoint when we get there. You see the style changes just a little bit as we're going round. It looks so peaceful, doesn't it? Absolutely stunning, but it's absolutely roasting already. It's easily 30 odd degrees just after 9 o'clock. You see we've got blue skies. We've had a few cloudy sort of afternoons, which has still been extremely humid. Not an awful lot of rain so far. You can see the sort of decor there is just different. I think there's slightly more, there's like these mansion buildings. But yeah, they're stunning, and they have their own pool as well, which is just over the back here. It's a fairly sizable kind of square sized pool. Maybe just quietly look into it just so you can get an idea what that's like. Greenhouse, you see, oh wow, absolutely stunning. You can probably just see through the trees there. You've got, I don't want to go too close, there's people there. A fairly sizable pool for the people in this location. It looks fun. Again, you've got your laundry services over there as well. There's toilets and shower facilities for that, which is great. So if you're sort of got a long 2-week stay, maybe even longer, yeah, utilising that laundry service is probably really good. But you obviously need to bring your own detergent, or you can buy some here, but recommend bringing your own, especially if you've got allergies. Okay, heading back along. So we're now hitting Magnolia Terrace. There is a walkway over there which will take you over to the main pool facilities, No Man Island. See the building decor changes just slightly again. It's got a sort of green tinge to it. This part is probably a little bit more peaceful than the other sections over there. You can see that sort of main building lobby is just behind here. It looks so peaceful. These ones look absolutely stunning. Again, I'm pretty sure they only sleep 4. But wow, they look stunning. And again, this continues all the way around. We've got some princess sort of rooms around here, which will maybe go all the way around. Then we'll make our way back. As you can see, there's the main sort of building right there. We'll head back round there, and then we'll hit Old Man Island. And that'll be our full tour right around the full facility. These do look absolutely stunning though, don't they? Again, there's more sort of areas down there. sort of parking facilities. Obviously if you bring your own car, there are parking facilities all the way around next to the actual buildings you're actually staying at, so that will probably be more helpful. You can actually get your own boat, which we'll show you in a little bit. You can get a boat to French Quarter, Disney Springs. It's really quite nice. So it's an alternative to taking the bus. And it's nice. I definitely recommend you doing it at least once, even at night as well. It's quite a nice experience. But loving it, everything's so well maintained. You can see there right through to where we started. And then see, this is the main walkway here over to the actual main buildings which we're going round to. Wow. Again, these are just an extension onto the other buildings here. Slightly different decor inside. I think they sleep for again. It's like the princess rooms. I'd love to be able to show you inside one, but I'm not really sure. Absolutely stunning. As you get round here, it tends to look a little bit more like the rooms you would probably see at French Quarter with that kind of style. It just looks stunning again. Okay, so this is Oak Manor again. There's another pool in the centre there. It's just the same as the one we just seen further back. A big sort of square. Not sure if you can see. I don't want to interrupt people that are there. Someone's definitely having fun. And finally, I think before we sort of head back to the main section, you've got Parterre Place, which we'll definitely go down and show because some of the gardens here are really stunning. Let's go in and have a look before we head over this bridge to the main area. Absolutely stunning, yeah. Totally amazing. So before we head back, if you want to go to French Quarter, you can actually continue on this path and it takes you all the way around. It's a reasonable walk, it's not too far. But, so I believe these might be the princess rooms here. You can see they're all got princess names round about. There's a sort of throne you can actually sit at the top. Look at all these lizards going across the path. And you can... wow. How nice is that? Anyway, let's head back to the main building. I'll show a little bit more around there before we hit Old Man Island. Okay, back to the main bridge. We're going to head across to the main area and show a little bit some things that we missed while we were there. So if you're going straight to the food court, you can head down this way, French Quarter, back down that way. Main lobby, straight ahead again where we pretty much started. Wow. So we'll go straight back to the main lobby and I'll show you maybe the arcade. The arcade is absolutely stunning. It's huge. Okay, heading back into the main lobby area. Now there's Wi-Fi set, which is all about the resort. The Wi-Fi is actually excellent, whether you're in your room or in the sort of hotel areas, the eating areas. But what we're going to do now is head left down this area to show you where the arcade room is. So this is obviously where you would check in, and they're all extremely helpful. Your kids can watch TV while you actually wait and get checked in. Air conditioning is fantastic in here, and yeah, this is the show arcade. It's open 24 hours a day. No food and drink in here. You can pick up your tokens. It's not too bad. It's about $10 for maybe 1,000 play points or something like that. You swipe your credit card, get some points to play some of these games. See, they're all sort of touch and play, swipe rather than points. There's some absolutely amazing games here. We spent a rainy day here once and it was great fun. There's lots of machines. There's a lot of newer games as well, as you can see. Lots of cool games. There are actually even your classic games as well, if you're into that, which I am. So we can get a game of Galaga, Space Invaders, and Let's Go Bowling. Wow, not heard of that one. Even got some 18-wheeler, look, pinball machines. Basketball games. Fruit Ninja, Nerf Arcade. This looks pretty new to me. So there's plenty to do here. This will certainly help if you're wanting to play here, if it's a rainy day, or maybe just want a little rest from the exhausting nature of the parks, which it does get very tiring. But what we're going to do now is head out the back area to show you a little bit more of some of the things you can actually do here. You can actually hire some of these bicycles if you want. You can see this suits a family of 4, but it looks like you've got actually got proper bicycles as well. Not sure what the price actually is though. Here's some of the things that's actually going on this weekend. You can see it's the Independence Day weekend. Lots of things happening round about. You want to go on the boat to Disney Springs, you go round here, just board, and it's really nice. You get there in maybe 10-15 minutes. It's one of the closest resorts. So I think technically the closest resort is Epcot. You can actually hear the fireworks at night. There's also Hollywood Studios is the next closest one. It only takes 10 minutes or so to get to the parks. Then there's Disney Springs, then you've got Typhoon Lagoon as well, which is the water park. You've also got your main directory if you struggle to find where we are. So you can see we are here, and we started here, and I've basically walked all the way around this section here and back again, which is absolutely exhausting. So impressive. So this section here is actually French Quarter, which you can walk to. You can see where I was walking there, just keep going and you will end up in the French Quarter. That only actually has this big massive main pool. There is another few things here, but these are not pools, they're just areas of water, probably fountains. You can see there are pools located all round about in each of these sections. And this is where we're actually staying, so we're staying at 16, and as I said, I actually found it quicker to go to West Depot. If you're staying at 16, even though if you look here on the map, South Depot might seem closer, but it's not the most straightest walk way to get there, so you're kind of somewhere in between. It really depends where you stay and what you think. Generally, if you stay around about these areas, you choose West or North Depot, and obviously if you stay around about here, you're choosing East Depot. Maybe around about here you might want to change to South Depot. You're going to have to experiment a little bit. So you can see this is sort of the main area, just outside the restaurant areas in the lobby. This is the Boat Rights Dining Hall, which showed earlier, and then you've got the Riverside Mill, which is the main sort of restaurant. Oh, and also something that you can do if you're interested, you've got horse-drawn carriage rides from 5:30 to 9:30 PM nightly, $55 for adults or 2 adults and 3 children. You can do same-day reservations if you like, and that's really cool. You can go around the resort like that if that's what takes your fancy. So what we're going to do now is head over to Old Man Island, show you the main pool and some of the other facilities over there before we finish up the tour. So you can see, you can obviously sit out here as well and enjoy the sunshine and the heat. There's main doors, there's different doors entry to all these restaurants here, side doors, so definitely best utilise these depending on where you actually stay on the resort. Okay, so we're heading over to Old Man Island. That way takes you back to Magnolia Bend. You see, this area is huge. This is probably where a lot of people come. It's worth it coming maybe just once or twice, but I think I personally prefer the sort of private pools. You see there are a couple of slides here. There's a pretty sure there's a jacuzzi area. There's actually swing parks, but we'll go over there. Pool hours are 10 AM to 11 PM. I recommend you at least stay there. So I definitely recommend you should maybe go there at least once in your stay to the main pool. That is quite good fun. You've also got Muddy Rivers, which is a kind of a so it's a kind of a pool. You get your refreshments here if you're staying at the pool. It's not quite open yet because that is very early in the morning. You get a better view of the actual main pool. This is the only pool that's actually manned with lifeguards. You've got restrooms here as well, and you've got some water facilities if you're thirsty. Okay, I'm just going round here to show you can see that you've got some swing park area, playground for the younger kids as well if they so wish. There's a lot of seating areas here as well, campfire on the bayou. So I believe this is where you can come and roast some marshmallows, I believe, held nightly from 6:30 to 7:30. You come here and roast some marshmallows, sit and chill. Pretty good cover from the elements, so you can maybe sit in the shade if you want and enjoy it. What we'll go down now is back round. I believe there's a fishing pole round here, which you can do. Okay, so that's where we'll come from, that's where Muddy Rivers is. This is where the fishing part is, where some people like to come do a little bit of fishing. It's called the Fishing Hole. You can go sort of higher. I think it's only certain times of the day. Yeah, you've got 7 AM to 1:45, last pole's out at 1:15. $6.39 per half an hour per pole. Nearly $16 for a half hour family special. Not really something that floats my boat, but yeah. Okay. I don't miss these. You can lay out in the hammock. There's two facilities here. And just chill right in the middle of the Old Man Island. That's what I feel like doing right now. It's so hot. But yeah, that's what you come to Orlando, Florida for. The weather, the parks, the joy, the escape from reality. That's what it's all about. Yeah, get away from all that doom and gloom that's happening in the world right now. Okay, so that's us pretty much back to Magnolia Bend. That's the Magnolia Bend here. We're heading really back to the Alligator Bayou Lodges 24 to 28 and all the way back round this bend again to the actual restaurant areas. Okay guys, this is more or less where we actually started, and we're heading round to the building we're staying at is Alligator Bayou Lodges 14 to 18. We're staying in 16, and yeah, it's really nice. I think most of the rooms are pretty much the same, even though they look a little bit different from outside. Look, we stayed in Lodges 24 last year, 2019 sorry, and this is now 16 we're staying at, and they're pretty much the same inside. It sleeps 5, but they all look pretty much identical. And they're really comfortable, great air conditioning as well. Facilities are just as you would probably expect. Also, it's a moderate resort, it's reasonably priced, it's not too bad. Depends on your budget. The value resorts are sometimes good as well, but they tend to be a little bit more busier. And here we go. So you've got plenty of signs that tell you where to actually go. Sometimes it's better ignoring it and find your own way about, to be honest, and experimenting a little bit. That's the only way you'll actually get to know where you actually are. So we're staying at this building straight over here in Lodge 16. There are different ways to get up there. There's stairs all the way around. It doesn't really matter, it depends where you actually stay. We're right in the middle, so you can either go here or around the other end. And we stay just slightly back of a pool area. You can probably just about see it over the bridge here. And usually these are pretty quiet, with maybe only half a dozen people at a time using the facility. So if you want a little bit of peace and quiet, I definitely recommend it. It's really cool. You see, that's the pool area there. We're staying in the room just up here, which I'm going to take you to right now. So guys, obviously if you're staying in each of the buildings and you are driving, then you can park your car pretty much right at the buildings here. And just to let you know, there is ice vending in most floors. We're lucky enough that we're actually just straight along from one, which is here. Not a heck of a lot of selection, to be honest. Some of them do sell juice. You got some various crisps and chips and chocolate bars, and you can get your ice. Okay, so this is the room we're actually staying at. I'll show you the room tour that we done briefly when we arrived. They all look pretty much the same. So thanks for watching the video, guys. Please like, subscribe, and we'll catch you again in the next one. Bye for now. Room 1647, the Alligator Bayou. It's block 16. We'll get some lights on, guys. Oh, similar style to the one we stayed at last time. Same idea. Put some lights on, guys. Let's see. Let's see the Murphy bed, Cade. Pull it down. Yay. Very cool. Oh, we're arrived. It's so warm. Oh, we've got your usual fridge in here. And there's a safe here. And the toilet and shower facility. It looks really nice. Fantastic, we've arrived.